Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the newest menace to hit the Warhammer 40,000 scene, the new Knight Cerastus Lancer. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. So this week, the new Cerastus Knight Lancer goes up on pre-order. Previously, this was only available from forgeworld. We do have the price confirmed from Games Workshop. It is $200 USD. It's a full plastic kit, and figure we take a look at the actual rules and also the points and everything as well. So here we have the Imperial Knights Cerastus Lancer, and this bad boy is 495 points. So he's 500 points with the recent price increases, and that's going to amount to about a quarter of your army or one combat patrol worth of Imperial Knights. So he is definitely pricey. You're not going to be able to fit too many of these in an army, but let's take a look at the actual rules and see, because I have a feeling this guy is going to be a menace now that he's coming in plastic. First off, let's take a look at the actual detachment rule. So like all detachment rules, if your army is that faction, you get the detachment rule. And in this case, the detachment rule is all Imperial Knight models from your army have the Feel No Pain 6+ ability. If your army is honored, these models have the Feel No Pain 5+ ability. So now we need to see exactly what it takes to get that 5+ Feel No Pain ability. So in order to get honored, if at the start of your command phases, your selected oath steed is completed, your army becomes honored for the rest of the battle and you gain 3 command points. So what we need to do is complete our oath deed and then we stay honored for the rest of the battle. So we have 2 different options in this for how we want to complete that deed. First we have Lay Low the Tyrant, and the deed is, this deed is completed if your enemy's warlord is destroyed. And then for Reclaim the Realm, our second option, this deed is completed if you control 1 or more objective markers in your opponent's deployment zone. So if you can take over one of your opponent's objectives at any point in time, you complete your deed. Very, very strong. Or if you can kill your opponent's warlord. So now let's take a look at the Cerastus Knight Lancer datasheet. So movement 14, toughness 12, save 3+, wounds 25, and then we see he has OC 10, and then of course very strong, the 4+ invulnerable save. And the reason this is so strong is all the rest of the knights have a 5+ save, and it's from shooting only. This is 4+ against anything, so makes him substantially more durable and takes away their main weakness, which is being struck in hand-to-hand combat. So this guy is literally the most durable of all the knights because of that big old energy shield. So ability-wise, core, deadly demise, d6+2. So when he does blow up, he's going to do a d6+2 mortal wounds. That is a lot of damage. He also has his bondsman ability. He's eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which he advanced. And then he also has a shock charge ability as well. You can target this model with the tank shock stratagem for 0 command points, and you can do so even if you've already targeted a different unit with the stratagem this phase. And then as far as his weapons, his ranged weapons are not that attractive. Assault, sustained hits 2, 12-inch range, and it is 6 shots, ballistic skill 3+, strength 6, no AP, and 2 damage. So he wouldn't be counting on that for much. But in melee, his shock lance has 2 profiles, strike with the lance ability, and then also sweep. So strike is attacks 5, weapon skill 2+, strength 20, AP -3, and damage 8. So very, very strong. And then for the shock lance sweep profile, attacks 10, weapon skill 2+, strength 10, -2, and 3 damage. Lance ability on the actual lance itself, strike attack, is going to give you +1 to wound. But we know realistically what makes this guy so much more durable and so special is the 4+ invulnerable save. So now we see all the pieces. Let's just kind of put them together here. So we know that the Indomitable Heroes Knight Detachment ability, we have a 6+ Feel No Pain ability for everyone. And then if we can get honored, we then have a 5+ Feel No Pain ability. So very powerful, substantially going to improve the durability of our entire army if we can get to that 5+ ability. And we know that all we have to do to get that is just become honored. So we're going to look at the beginning of the game. We get to choose which one of our oaths we're going to go for. And in this case, for the Reclaim the Realm, the deed is completed if you control 1 or more objective markers in your opponent's deployment zone. So we just have to control one of their objectives. And then lay low the tyrant. The deed is completed if the enemy warlord is destroyed. So if we have a good way to kill their warlord right away, shoot them or something like that at range, that's a great choice. Otherwise, we can try to charge something forward with OC10, for instance, and hold their objective. And the way that the oath is worded is very important as well. If at the start of any of your command phases, your selected oath's deed is completed. So at the start of the command phase, this activates as long as your selected oath's deed is completed. Your army becomes honored for the rest of the battle. So it's very, very important that we look at the wording right there. So the deed is completed if the enemy warlord is destroyed, or if you control one or more objective markers in your opponent's deployment zone. So that first box is checked. And then at the start of any of your command phases, if that first box is checked, your army becomes honored for the rest of the battle. So very important distinction, very cool ability, and obviously that's going to substantially increase the durability. So the main thing that sets this knight apart is, obviously there's other dedicated combat knights, but this one has the 4-up invulnerable save in combat as well as against shooting, as where no other knights have that invulnerable save in combat. And with 25 wounds, this guy is super durable. Toughness 12. It's very difficult to actually get damage through on him. And then, of course, after all that is said and done, we now have either the 6+, or if we're already honored, the 5+ shrug as well. So each of our knights essentially is now 33% more durable because of that shrug. So obviously you can see why the Imperial Knights are so much stronger with this specific detachment than Chaos Knights, and then also why the Cerastus Knight Lancer is very, very good, and he is definitely going to be a menace. So now that they're going to be readily available, I do expect to see lots of them on the tabletop. So that's it for today's video, a little deep dive into the new Knight Cerastus Lancer. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15%. Link in the description. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch, and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video.